Good day, folks. This is Greg Judy, Green Pastures Farm. It's a very hot, muggy July evening. We waited till almost 6. The cattle needed to be moved. We're jumping, hop skipping paddocks down through here. So we just left one about a half, probably 3/4 of a mile back there. And this is the Judy farm. And we're bringing them back to we can go across the road in the morning to the rest of the Judy farm. So we hauled all the bulls and the steers over here today, because they were about 3.5, 4 miles, well, probably 4 miles away, and they're up there on that hill. They're just now checking out. Oh, there's cows. Those are the ones that we clamped the other day. We got all the babies and all the cow calves. So we've actually combined all the herds now, so we've got everything in one herd. Got cow calves, bulls, steers, baby calves, yearlings, yearling heifers, yearling bulls, everything. It's all one big mob. So now we're up to, I think there's about 370 head in here. And it's hot. You're not supposed to talk about how hot it is. I just said it. I'm sorry. But it is. It's warm out here tonight, but there's nothing we can do about it. And so you just got to go with what you got. those yearlings up there, oh my gosh, there's females. Those guys up there haven't seen a cow since 1st of March. So it's a good night for them. We call that little white-legged one the deer. She can run like a deer. Boy, is she quick. The cattle are fat. They're all slicked off. And they're doing well. We are in what we call the summer slump right now. So the fescue has stopped growing. All the cool season grasses have stopped growing. This is a paddock. The paddock they're walking through here, I clipped about 2 weeks ago. And the one on the right, of course, hasn't been clipped because I didn't want to clip it until they graze it. And if we stay in a drought, I may be done clipping. I say drought, it's dry out here now. And so we went into, you might say, drought mode as far as putting the animals together. Folks, one of the strongest tools you have in your toolbox is to combine your cow herds. When it gets hot and it gets dry, combine them. Put them together. That's what we did here. So we just added, 50? Yeah, it's 51 head over there today into what we already had. It was about 320, so we're about 370, something like that. But when you combine your cow herds, here's what happens. Instead of grazing around your farm at 2 different locations, which absolutely cuts your recovery period in half, you put them together. And when you put them together, now that's one herd of animals that's not grazing around your farm. And yes, you have more than one herd, but what you're trying to do is buy time, okay? That's what you're doing, you're buying time. And what I mean by that is you're buying time for a rain, for the grass to recover. And you will have a bigger herd, and they'll graze a little bit more, but it's better to tighten them up, put them together, and overgraze a little bit on the paddocks that they're on, because you're trying to buy time in front of you. That's what you're trying to do. Trying to buy time. Well, there's a nice steer. He is a damn. That's a good looking animal. Slick haired. It's funny, those bulls stayed over on that hill bawling at them. And now they're like, oh, I guess we will come over and meet the cows. So we're going to roll that wire up. We just put that wire up between them so the bulls wouldn't be walking on all this feed today. But we finished up here about 10:30 this morning. We had them all hauled. Did it, you might say, in the cool of the day. Cooler. And got that done. So now, instead of having the 7 big bowls in here, we've got, I think there's about 38 to 40 bulls in here now. Look at that cow. I mean, you talk about slick. Look, we're in maximum fly season, folks. And I can count 1, 2, 3, there's 5 flies on her side right here. If you find a cow that hasn't shed off quite, maybe a little longer hair on her, they're gonna have more flies. But these cows are really slick-hided. That's what, somebody said, what's the importance of having a slick-hided animal? Well, number one is flies. It really helps you on your fly control, as far as, you might say, when you got a slick, oily hide on an animal, the flies don't like landing on those animals. It just messes with them. Boy, there's a beautiful steer. Whew. Anyway, we're pretty happy to be where we're at right now, and we've got a cattle drive coming up here on Sunday. This is Wednesday, but we're positioning everything so that we can be ready Sunday morning. We want to be on the road at 6 in the morning because it's going to be a warm one. So that's kind of what we got here. But I'm going to take that wire down over there in a little bit, and we're going to move those bulls and steers in with these cows, and we're going to make some young men's day very much happy. Here's some trees that I planted. This is a fence row. It's got everything in here. They're starting to put some growth on finally. We're going to have some shade here pretty soon. When we take that wire up, all those young bulls are going to go right in with these cows. They're already pretty excited. There's an old bull there bellowing like, you all better stay away from my cows. Boy, there's a pretty cow. Look at that. Whew. You don't make them any prettier than that, folks. That's a beautiful cow. She's about 1,000 pounds. That's what you want. Those are the ones that'll put money in your pocket instead of taking money out of your pocket. Anyway, it's a beautiful evening. Now the sun's kind of giving us a little reprieve. Cows are happy to be in a new paddock, and life is good on Judy Farms. And with that, I think I'm going to sign off, and we hope to see some of y'all down the road one of these days. And it's getting that time of year, folks. Again, combine your herds. Combine your herds. Get them combined, so that you can get more recovery time, give your grass more time to recover, and you're going to grow more grass. And it also eliminates one herd that you have to move, so it cuts down on your labor. That's big. It also cuts down on having another water point, another mineral point, more fence to put up. And I didn't cover this, but when you put your animals together, you also have a bigger horsepower engine. And what I mean by that is the larger the horsepower in your herd, meaning more animals, more poop, more pee, more stomping, more carbon trampled on the ground. The bigger you can grow that herd and not run out of feed, you can't run out of feed, the more money you make, and the more quickly you can grow more grass. And that's because you're just growing, you're putting more carbon on the land. The bigger the horsepower engine, the quicker you can do it. A smaller horsepower engine, when you only got like one cow, you're not going to get there as fast as somebody that's got 300. But don't get disappointed. You can still do some wonderful things with one cow. You really can. Increase your stocking rate. Your stocking density. Get more trampling on the ground, and things will really turn around for you. But with that, I'm going to sign off, and I hope to see more grass and more rain. We are spoiled here in central Missouri. This year anyway, we've been getting the rain, and we're waiting for the rain to come back. And I think they're saying Friday maybe we got a good chance. So hopefully the the rain angels will reward us and we'll get some of that rain. But with that, I'm going to sign off and everyone will see y'all down the road.